So I need you, Libra, to be strong. I need you to be determined, and I need you to say, you know what? Unfortunately, I can't have this right now. This is not conducive to me being healthy and happy. This is not conducive to my friends and family being healthy and happy.
Welcome to Cards and Constellations with Bonnie Morris and Dawn Rumor Rivera from Sonoran Mystic Tarot. Here, we blend astrology and tarot to guide you through the twists and turns for the week ahead. Don't forget to hit subscribe and share. Let's dive into your cosmic journey together.
Hello, this is for the week of August 11th through the 17th. Now we're going to have a general overview of the astrology, and then we will go into specifics for each sign. We will also have specific tarot readings on each sign. As always, we do start out with the moon. So expect on the 15th, we're going to see the last quarter in Taurus at 23 degrees, 26 minutes. During the last quarter is when you celebrate the success, celebrate the project completion, and then we turn away and move forward. As we go back, we have to go all the way back and find the new moon in Taurus. When you set your intentions for this project, that occurred on May 19th of 2023 at 28 degrees of Taurus. The first quarter where you do all that work occurred on February 16th of 2024 at 27 degrees of Taurus. And then we looked at the full moon, which was May 7th of 2024 at 18 degrees of Taurus. And again, now we're at the last quarter ready to go on. Now, we're going to go over the void, of course. If you recall, last week I reminded you that the void, of course, would begin on August 10th at 11:54 p.m. at 13 degrees of Pisces. It continues all the way through the 11th and into August 12th at 3:33 a.m. when it ends and the moon goes into the sign of Aries. Again, on the 13th, we begin another void at 3:53 p.m. at 21 degrees of Aries. It ends on the 14th at 6:22 a.m. when it enters into Taurus. On August 15th at 10:11 p.m., we go into another void, of course, at 23 degrees of Taurus, and it ends on the 16th at 9:01 when it enters into Gemini. Okay, Libra, we're starting off this week with the same two kites that we had and the mystic rectangle at the end of last week. And we have one kite, of course, like we said, that's been going towards Saturn for a while. And Saturn is conjunct with Neptune. So those two are opposite to Mars. Mars is on the tail. There's that tension. So see what you can do to relieve it. Mars is all about action. Saturn's limitation. Neptune is illusions. So somewhere in the middle, there's got to be a compromise. That other kite that's perpendicular is headed towards Mercury. It's got Pluto on the tail. So some sort of compromise between communication and change or transformation needs to occur. Now, let's see here. Saturn is also, oh, I see. Sorry about that. Coming up midweek, we do see Venus, who is in conjunction with Jupiter, and they are both squaring the moon. So you have all your feelings and you have it squaring your romances and growth and luck. So some decision, some change will need to take place to make that all work. Venus is squaring the moon, which leaves some confusion about how to meet your emotional needs or express your affection because you long for love, but you always second guess your own feelings. Now, the moon also, like I said, squares Jupiter because they are in conjunct. And squaring Jupiter gives some fluctuation, some emotion to the emotional expectations. the tendency to seek comfort externally, and that could be a concern, maybe something to be addressed. As we all sigh, a collective deep breath, because Mercury finally stationed direct on Monday. So the confusion and the fog is going to start to lift. Clarity will start to return. But a reminder, there is a 2-week post shadow. So don't get in a hurry, okay? Let things continue to play out and do things naturally. Mars is in Libra, which continues to stir your partnership and long-term wounds. Prompt negotiations and boundary work might be good. Are there close relationships that there is a powerful invitation to release the outdated social dynamics, to reclaim your emotional independence? You are being encouraged to maintain autonomy and avoid overcommitting. Stubbornness or resistance to advice could hamper all of the progress. Strike a balance between independence and being open to support. Be careful not to overextend financially this week. There will bring a steady income, potentially. Avoid signing high stakes contracts and documents this week. Don, what are you showing in tarot?
Ms. Bonnie, I cannot help but think every time you remind us about the 2-week shadow of the retrograde, I feel like Lucy with the football. You're like, okay, try to kick that ball. I won't take it. I'm gonna take it. So I tell you, the visualization of that one is not a fun thing because you're like, oh, it's gonna get better, but I dare you. I dare you. I'm gonna take that football. So I just wanted to put it out there. I couldn't help it. I just had
Good visual. Good visual.
Yeah, take that football, Miss Bonnie. Okay, you're just too much, too much. All right, folks, let's get back to the tarot though and see what tarot has to say. And then we'll get back to Miss Bonnie as she takes our football away. All right, let's find out, Libra, what's in store for you via tarot. Then we'll get back to Miss Bonnie and have her give us some insight on whether it aligns or not. You never know. All righty, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. The bottom of the deck for you, Libra. I'm loving this judgment card. So Libra, be careful what you put out this week, because what you put out is what you're going to get back. If you put some negative stuff out there, you're going to get some negative stuff back. If you put some happiness and joy in the world, don't be surprised if it comes back. So again, be careful with what you're doing, all right? Your energy for the week, again, that's your environmental energy. So no, again, it's just the environment. Your energy for the week is a 7 of Swords. What? Libra, can we talk? Can we talk? Can we talk? I'm watching you. I'm watching you. There's somebody in the midst, somebody in your midst that is not looking out for your best interest. They're not even looking out for your interest at all. They're too busy. And if you've seen Psycho, you know what I'm talking about because I'm picking that up. Libra, let's pay attention. Let's not give somebody more power than they deserve. Let's make sure that this week that we are aware of the folks around us, the folks who are messy. Make sure you're aware of them and make sure you're aware of the mess that they're putting out there. Make sure we are not falling for the messy crap. Make sure we're not letting them in to our inner circle and causing us some confusion and damage. We need to focus on us this week. And what do? I love this here because this is that 6 of Wands, and that 6 of Wands is rising above. You know who it is. You know who's bringing the mess. You know who's causing the disturbance. And this week, you're going to say, bye-bye. Now, I'm not telling you to get rid of them in your life, but I kind of am. But at least put them on timeout. Let's do an adult timeout. Say, you know what? Until you can get your mess together, until you are being done trying to be messy with everybody else, I need you to be a little away from me, okay? I'm not saying you're getting rid of people, but what I am telling you is that if you are going to have this week to be a successful week, again, because all that energy around you, remember the energy in your environment is whatever you put out, you get back. So if you're allowing this mess in your life, this mess will be in your life. You're bringing the mess into your life because you're allowing it, all right? So I need you, Libra, to be strong. I need you to be determined, then I need you to say, you know what, unfortunately, I can't have this right now. This is not conducive to me being healthy and happy. This is not conducive to my friends and family being healthy and happy. So if you want to do your mess, then do it down the road. And let's reconvene at a later time when you're beyond this moment, okay? And I know you want to help people. I totally get it. That this person may be in a messy phase in their life and you want to help them through the messy phase. You can't. Libra, this isn't the week for that. This really isn't the week for that. This is a week where you need to look into yourself and help yourself. And sometimes by helping yourself, you help your friends and family. Because again, if you're in a bad situation, your friends and family have to compensate. Let's not do that. Let's not do that. Let's make sure that we are in a healthy environment. Therefore, we are in a healthy space. And they will feed each other. The next card out is a Palace of Cups. I'm loving that. Look at that. Again, you are determining that you're putting your house in order. You're bringing happiness and healthiness back to your house. And how do you do that? Again, by expelling the folks who aren't bringing you this. This is that -7. That 7 is just not a good thing. So by helping them to understand that they need to either change or be gone, you may be helping in more ways than you can imagine. So your strength is necessary. No looking back. This is a 5 of Cups. No looking back and worrying about, oh, who did I hurt and what if I make them step out? No, not this week. You got to get out of that feeling and you got to get into the feeling of helping the entirety of your family and friends and not just the one person. And when you do, have the faith, this is the faith card, have the faith that you are making the right choice for them and you. And look at this. I'm loving that energy. Look at this. This is such a beautiful card. This is a Knight of Swords. Knight of Swords, moving forward with your decision, moving forward with your logical and reasonable decision, not your heart feeling, with your logical and reasonable decision that you had to make to excise this person for a while. And ultimately, you're going to realize how wonderful that was. And then look at this, the 7 of Cups, the 7 of Cups. They're going to have you all over the place if they can, but you're not going to allow it. What you're going to do is you're going to be successful and victorious. This is the Chariot card. You're successful and victorious in making this statement, making this confirmation that you will be moving forward in a happier space. Your family will be protected. Your friends will be protected. So let's make sure that we excise that individual that is not healthy in your life right now. And if they happen to be the one who's sitting right beside you and who is connected to you over time, you got to do what you got to do. Because again, I feel like this is necessary for you to move forward. Let's make the decisions while we can before they get too involved to a point where you can't, and then you feel even worse. Wow, Libra, I did not mean for this to get so heavy. Oh my goodness. Well, Miss Bonnie, you kind of heard what I had to say. It was not so good.
Well, but
I don't know.
I talked about how Mars is in Libra, and that stirs things up. Okay, there are some long-term wounds there, and there's some boundary work that needs to take place in close relationships, and there is some outdated things that need to be released, and they need to reclaim their emotional independence. Absolutely. So a lot of that does kind of fit right in there.
Let it go, let it go.
I knew somewhere this week.
Let it go and move forward in love and light. And while you're moving forward in love and light, you can hit the subscribe button. Miss Bonnie, explain what happens when they hit that subscribe button.
Oh, we get tickled to death. You hit our buttons. Lower right-hand corner is the subscribe. Hit that and set that notification bell to all. When you do that, we will send you a notification anytime we post on our individual channels and or cards and constellations. Now, if you've done that on Your Love Goddess, hop over to Mr. Don at Sonoran Mystic Tarot and do the same thing. Subscribe and set it to all. Then go to cards and constellations. Hit subscribe, because there's going to come a day not too far away where that's the only place you're going to see these videos. So make sure you have hit subscribe. And then the best creme de la creme is to hit that share button. Please share these videos out, because they reach far greater than you could imagine. What we tell one person might resonate with another. So help your friends and family share the videos.
No, we're not talking share, Miss Bonnie, right? We're not talking CHER, are we? We're talking the SHARE, correct?
Yes, the caring sharing.
Exactly. Oh, I love it. I love Cher. She's wonderful. She's wonderful. With that said, folks, love, light, and blessings as we bring light to your world every week. We hope to raise you up and give you encouragement to be that full and vibrant Libra that you can be. So we'll see you next week from our families, both Miss Bonnie's and mine, and us to you and yours. Love, light, and blessings. And rock on. Bye.